Moment, but notice where these little red icons are. Those are reports of funnel clouds. So we had a couple nadir warnings out towards Erie and Lorain County, a few through Summit County that moved towards Trumbull, and then one other one out towards the east. But regardless if it was a tornado or a thunderstorm, we were treating them all the same yesterday because we had those reports of over 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So really doesn't matter if the wind is spinning or it's coming straight at you at 80 miles an hour. It is still going to cause damage. So we'll keep you updated on any reports in terms of if we do get any confirmed tornadoes from yesterday. But regardless, the big story here is the cleanup, because we saw thunderstorms that had winds stronger than some of the tornadoes we get around this area. So here's a live look right now. First alert Doppler radar and clouds. So here's a couple of the showers looking through. So just your heads up, if you've got some trees to cut down, some debris branches to pick up, there will be some areas of rain that could be a little bit heavy at times here. Right now, just watching some showers moving through Ashtabula. It's very spotty in nature, and along with this cold front coming through, it is creating very dangerous conditions on the lake. Not a good day to be out in the boat. A small craft advisory is in effect through this evening for pretty much of Lake Erie, because we've got that southwest westerly wind. Now, hour by hour today, again, we're going to be dodging those showers as we head through the afternoon. But the next big weather story is the heat. I'm going to be talking about our first potential heat wave of the year coming up in just a few minutes. Insane rain rates. Doesn't matter how good of a drainage system you have. That was a ton of rain coming down in a short amount of time. Speaking of things moving in here quickly, we're talking about the clouds. I wanted to mention too, yesterday's storms were moving between 50 and 60 miles an hour. They were literally moving as fast as a car on the highway, like we just saw on our camera there, which kind of added to how quickly things were moving in and moving out. But today should be quieter, not going to be totally dry. We're going to be dodging showers, storms. It's going to be windy, temps in the 70s, and then we can't rule out a spot storm heading into Friday and Saturday. With this heat and humidity around, it's just hard not to include a storm chance. We're going to be in this big bubble of heat and humidity, and along that bubble, that's where we could get little storms popping up, and we're going to be right along that line. So that's why we just got to keep the spot storm chances in the forecast through the first part of the weekend at a minimum. So live look right now, first alert Doppler radar. We've got a couple of the showers out there. They're small, but a lot of that moisture is going to be sticking around as this front comes through. You can see the area of low pressure almost swirling around, bringing the moisture in. Almost even looks like a little bit of lake enhancement north of Chicago, or I should say northeast of Chicago. But we'll be watching for, again, moisture hanging around. Still going to be fairly humid as we head through the next few days, and that humidity really going to crank up. It's going to be feeling tropical by Sunday, and that's going to be the next big weather story. I do want to walk you through the rain coming in. This is 11 o'clock. Notice there are some pockets of reds and oranges indicating, hey, yeah, we could see a couple of thunderstorms. Severe, most likely not. We've got a little bit more of that storm energy is pushed off to the east. However, things are soggy, things are saturated, things have been hit by 80-mile-an-hour winds. So a little bit of wind and a good downpour could still cause some issues out there. Localized flooding, ponding on the roadways, and a tree that's maybe on the older side could fall if we do get enough rain to make things a little bit unsettled in the ground there. So we'll be watching for that. Notice by 5 o'clock, though, overall, we're keeping things pretty isolated. Heading through the day tomorrow, the heat and humidity are going to make a resurgence very quickly, and that's going to be really the next big weather story next week. Cooling centers most likely going to be open here, too. Overnight temperatures won't bring much relief, so that's why I wouldn't be surprised if we do see heat alerts issued through the start of next week. We'll talk more about the heat and the storm chances coming in next week here in just the next 10 minutes.